going live with the black screen. There we go.
Am I getting the one with the knob?
No, you can have that one.
Well, let me open this anyway.
This is pink. I drink the pink things.
I don't know if this thing's going to work with us. All right, there we go. Are we alive?
We should be.
Okay, YouTube doesn't look like it's doing anything.
Why did you do that?
What? Oh, because I will drink this one.
Okay.
There we go.
That's very nice of you.
I was trying to press that thing in for you. So it didn't work. It's not working. All right. Let us see what is going on.
Yes, we're live.
Are we live? Okay,
live.
Good afternoon, goeiemiddag. It's been a bit of a day. Been busy. A lot of things happening. So, welcome to our stream. Thank you very much for everybody that is here today. I know we didn't stream Friday. It's going a little crazy, you know, with the move and all the building work and everything else happening. So, it is very busy. Our streams might be a little haphazard over the next few weeks because we're trying to, you know, get our butts to our new premises, and we got to work on that. So, you know, it's not like this shit happens just magically by itself. We got to make it happen.
Give me a second. I'm not verified on Rumble.
Oh, yay. I had the same thing.
I know. I don't know how many. This is my first time.
I don't know who else had that problem. I had to verify my account like 10 times on Rumble. But anyway, so we are live from our old kitchen that we used to run our restaurant from. I'm going to pop this guy on because I'm going to need him in not too long. And our store now is to my right. You will hear ding-dongs. You might hear kids crying. Oh, the computer's here. Yes, it's over there. Crying and complaining. And you might hear customers and all kinds of things could happen. And we are literally live. So if I make a fuck up, you will see it immediately. So let me see. All right, we are making a date pudding with sticky toffee sauce. Now the first thing I gotta do is I gotta put a bit of baking soda on the dates, and I gotta soak them for 5 minutes. Now my tea is hot, so I want to do that quick before we talk too much nonsense, so they can actually start soaking. So it calls for about a half a teaspoon of baking soda on the dates. So you put the baking soda over the dates. I think it probably helps with absorption. All right, and then we're gonna put, so the dessert asks for 2 cups or 500 ml, half a liter of let me put this one side, half a liter of red tea, which you can buy from us at Biltong USA. But we've had this steeping for a little bit because I like the tea strong. So I'm going to pour half of the tea on the dates. Now I hope this bowl is big enough, but anyway, because I got to put the egg and some sugar in here as well.
I should have grabbed a bigger bowl.
Oh, it's okay.
Goodness.
Well, what confuses me is they say we must put the sugar and an egg in this bowl, but if the water is hot, is the egg not going to cook? So this is what the recipe says. So I think I'll leave it for 5 minutes. They say leave it for 5 minutes, so we'll leave it a little bit, and then we're going to need more of that. So let's leave this. So the dates are going to soak up the tea, and this is something that Nicole mentioned because we've been seeing a lot of date recipes lately. A lot of date recipes.
Yes.
So what they don't say in many of those recipes is you actually have to soak your dates. So interesting. So I'm going to leave that. All right. And then what we're going to do. All right, dates. Yeah. Okay, and then they say put the egg and half the sugar in there after the 5 minutes. All right, and then so what we're going to do is we're going to put some flour in here, which is 2 1/3 cups or 320 grams of flour. We're going to sift that into here. All right. So I don't know if I've got enough here. So I use unbleached, unbromated flour. So what I've found with that is you want to use slightly more, just a little bit more. So yeah, that's just short. That's okay. Because we have another one. There we go. All right, unbleached, unbromated. All right, so let's see. 320 grams of flour, which is basically 2 1/3 cup. A cup's about 140 grams. And then we're also going to make a sauce for this guy. All right, and with this, I'm going to put some bacon powder. So I'm going to put 3 teaspoons. All right, should put a little less, but I'll put 3 teaspoons of 15 grams. That'll really make that thing stand up, man. All right, let me put that over there. Wipe up Z dust. All right, let's see. All right, and we're going to use some allspice. A teaspoon of allspice. So 5 grams. Allspice makes this thing taste and smell really good.
Say hi to Boinkmas for me,
Okay, good morning.
since I cannot say hello to anyone.
Smells good.
That's very nice.
Yeah, so allspice, you can also substitute, I think, with mace. If you don't have enough allspice, you can substitute with mace. All right, there we go. That's all done. All right, let's see. All right, so now what's interesting is these guys don't mention all the other stuff they say you should put in here. So get me the sour lemon juice, please.
Okay.
So I need 2.
Wrong one. Too many refrigerators.
Yes. So I need 2 tablespoons of butter. All right. 2 tablespoons of butter. So that's interesting. They don't mention. So just wanna put that in. All right, the sour lemon is going in here.
Do we have that in?
Oh, no, but I can set it up.
Okay.
Well, why don't you go and Rumble on my phone and put yours on YouTube? And then we just play the game that way.
Until it asks for yours again.
No, I think I'm okay now.
Is it done?
Yeah, I
Is it
think
done?
so.
I think they're bored.
I tend to agree.
Yeah, I think they're bored. They're kicking out people who are always on there. You know, that's
Yes.
nice.
Interesting. All right, there we go. Hey, this lemon juice and the baking soda are interacting.
Oh, nice.
Yes, which is probably
Oh,
why you
bubbly.
must add it in. Yeah, look at that. That's like nice and soda.
Very nice.
So, and then let's say half the sugar. So we put half the sugar. So the sugar is, where's the sugar? 1 cup, 250 grams. So I'm going to put 125 in here and let it just sit. Soft brown sugar, they say.
What's special about brown sugar?
It's got
Molasses.
molasses in it. So
In
white
case you
sugar
didn't
is
know.
white sugar is just plain sugar. Brown sugar is 80% white sugar plus molasses. All right, so this can sit here. Just
So
do
those
its
guys
thing.
aren't chopped yet?
No, which I should have done. Why did I forget to chop it? And I said it's chop dates. I said it. All right, well, it's a good thing I got a fork, right? Need to get me a knife quick, please.
Yes,
I'm fucking up everything today.
What would
Wow.
you like? Okay.
Yeah, get me just a knife, any knife. I will chop this up real quick. Wow. I'm out of practice, man. I haven't done one Friday, and now I'm like not able to cook.
Whoops.
Thank you. Thank you for pointing out the obvious there.
Cam just gets in and we're making molasses.
Yeah, when I heard molasses, the rest was history, man. Well, I guess when I heard ass. All right. Yeah, this is going to be nice. in the dessert.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to make patties. That might not happen.
Maybe not. So I told Anton, I've seen a bunch of dates, seen a bunch of recipes. They look fascinating, but I've never actually had one. So I had to taste test to find out what in the world these things are like. They're hard to describe. I think our children actually did the best description. Tastes like a grape with a touch of syrup.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's not a. Just check that oven. There's nothing in there, right? Just thought about it now. All right, so. There we go. And then I'll put them back.
Okay.
Because apparently I can't
You
follow.
just wanted some sticky fingers today.
Yes, well, the problem is the recipe is not in English. So I gotta like watch that and try and translate my brain and then relay what it says.
Don't worry. Relay this. We have a Rumble rant.
Okay.
And you can guess whom it's from.
Yes.
Good evening, Molkdom. I smell dirty probes.
Well, at least we don't have ice on its way.
Nope.
I said it's good. They can't see all my kids on welfare, so I can stay.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
No.
And Andy Pearson, hey, hey.
Hey, Andy.
And yes, we'll say a proper hello to Copium.
Yes.
We have some stuff to show off.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Like really cool stuff.
Yes.
That everybody needs to
Did we wash all of that yet?
run, not walk. No, I was holding it because I wanted to show it all for stream. So I didn't.
Right.
Man, once I take it home, it's a whole different world. So I can go grab it.
Yeah, go grab it.
Okay.
Come show it off.
I will.
Some really cool gear, man. All right, so this is more or less diced.
Sorry, I'll be
All right.
behind you.
A sticky mess. But that'll work nice. I can see this being very nice in the batter. All right, there we go. But that is definitely a sticky mess. All right. So there we go. I'm gonna go rinse my hands off.
He says, "Nah, ice is still on its way with the Rumble rant." So you know. So these lovely beanies here have Copium's name on them. I absolutely love it. I like your guys' font.
Yes.
I think it's very
nice.
well done. Yes, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like the red. The red pops. Maybe I'm partial. We do the red too, so I'll get you guys a little closer view of these. It's very nice. Now I know where you are, or you guys are. It's definitely cooler than it is here, so we will not have as many options as we would if we were up north. And don't worry, neither Anton or I will be complaining about that.
All right.
Here's my swag.
One egg.
Once again, their lovely name on the side. And the back with their website, copiumpoppies.com. And I'm a little jealous. Anton's is kind of cool. There's something special about that guy on there. What do you think, Anton?
Yeah.
I like the dude. I really like the dude. That's very nice.
All right. So I got the egg in. So let me recap, because obviously I haven't made this before. So chop your dates. 90 grams. Is that like 3 ounces, give or take? So you chop your dates. Then you add the lemon, baking soda, lemon, and which will react, and the half of the tea, which is 2 cups worth, you add to the mixture with half of the sugar, which is 125 of the 250 grams. All right, then they say you let that stand for 5 minutes. Then you add the egg and the sugar. All right, and then you put in bowl with a mixed flour, baking powder, and butter. All right. And then I'm going to.
Nice.
Yes, it looks very nice. I'm going to mix
really
this.
Nice.
All right. I just want to see something. Give me 1 second. So they say. So I'm going to mix this first. All right, and then with my trusty Makita kitchen mixer. All right. Then they say put the rest of the tea. I don't know if that bowl's a bit big, but I think it'll work. And then the rest of the brown sugar actually goes on top. So half goes in, half goes on top.
Very nice.
Yeah.
By the way, I got a one-of-a-kind shirt. I was just informed.
Okay.
It was an oops on the logo.
Okay.
So I am very special. Thank you for that.
Well,
I should pat myself on the back.
There we go. So
we do have eye care popping in and Russ. Oh, Russ reminds you to clean your probe, please.
I will clean my probe as soon as I stick it in something.
And Copium did say as well, thank you, enjoy the merch. Well, you guys have had ice storms. You'll be glad we sent those on the next one. Well, we get them once a year. Once a year ice storm, everything shuts down for a couple days, and then it's back to normal life.
Yep.
That is Texas. It makes me laugh.
All right. That seems very runny, but, you know, I'm following the recipe.
Exceptionally runny.
Yeah, but remember, Malpa.
I know.
Same thing, huh?
Well, yeah, and it's already thickening.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's similar to a Malpa.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of desserts. They seem very, very runny, but they work fine. I think this is going to come out very nice.
Versus
yes.
What I think of as cake.
Yes.
Which means it's nice and moist inside.
Exactly. Very good to eat. All right. So.
Hey, Jody, glad to have you.
Yeah.
Knowing and listening, you do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that looks like. Wait, let me put that there. Let me put that there. Because I want to. No, I'll switch that on a little late. No, I can actually switch it on.
That thing's crazy. It may or may not turn as hot as you want it.
Yes, it'll go either super hot or.
I'm not allowed to hit the plusy button at the moment, Jody. Would you believe it? I'm not verified.
Yeah, there's a couple of email addresses we've got to set up and do. All right.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm. There we go. All right. There we go. Just make sure. Yeah, that's the dates. Okay. So we got to spray the tray.
I think it'll fit now.
Oh, yeah, I think so. So let's see.
Anything smaller, it'll be spilling over.
I think that's going to.
Uh-huh.
I suspect. Let's just make sure. So they say bake for 45 to 50 minutes till done.
Okay.
No.
What's done?
Temperature. So I'm going to assume 350 because that's what most of them.
Until you stick a probe in it and it's not
Until the probe
covered.
says 195. 195 to 200. This doesn't have banana in it. Banana should be like 205.
Why does banana do that?
I don't know. It doesn't cook otherwise. It's like half raw. I think it's the actual banana that's the problem.
Okay.
It's got to be real hot when you put bananas in it.
Make sure to take them out of their sleeves.
Yes, right. Yep. All right, so let's see. And then we got 45 to 50 minutes, they say. We'll check this after about 35. That looks pretty good. Put that guy.
I'll go rinse it out for you.
Yeah. All right, now sugar on top. All right. Make sure there's no clots. All right, this is a typical brown kind of pudding. Let me move this. You guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just crushing it a little bit. And then my scale likes to switch off, so I gotta apply some weight to it every now and again.
Apply some pressure.
Yes, apply pressure. I am sweating up a storm here, man. I'm not even working that hard.
Copium's got it down. Banana.
Banana.
B-A dash capital N-A-H dash N-A. Banana. You'll chuckle. We actually use that, or I do it. I encourage the terms and the sounds to match Anton for our kids, so they do. They are half his for sure on the accent. Besides our older son, what do you say he sounds like?
Man, that guy sounds like some dude from like deep South Texas or something.
Which is not the deep South.
No. Where would that be? Like
Alabama,
Louisiana?
Georgia. No, even Louisiana doesn't count.
Yes, man. He can bend his accent. So then I always laugh at him. Bathroom.
Even I don't say it like that.
No, I know. That's why I'm like, where you get that from? Who you? Who brought you here? No, that's quite a bit of sugar on top.
That is a lot of sugar. How much are you going to?
125.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah. Now I thought it wasn't too sweet, and I'm like, okay, that would be why the sugar goes on top. Now what would probably be better is if you take a sieve and then just sieve it through that. I don't know how long this would take, what it would do.
So Durdurius informs us that my dates often end up sticky.
Yes, those were very sticky.
He caught it. He got it.
All right, there we go. All right, now I'm gonna go wash my hand because my whole hand's sticky after that little exercise. Let me see.
That looks really pretty, though.
Yeah, it does.
Do you want me to help you?
Yes.
Can I
I'm like one arm banded now. Hold on. Put this.
I see.
Just wipe that out.
I will.
Me. All right. And I can pick
You
this
shouldn't
up.
show them your sticky fingers. That's not nice.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that is correct. Now
that looks so pretty. Can I put it in for you?
No, it's okay.
I will.
I got it. I got it.
Do you want me to put it in?
That's all good. I will get this in if it's the last thing I do today.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
You got
you want to set that timer for me 30 minutes and maybe, or 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then let me wash my hands.
25 minutes, he says. Just so it can go off and drive you crazy, guys. I will make sure to listen out for it so I can turn it off.
All right. 25 minutes. We check what it looks like. All right. Let me grab some of these things. Move this out of the way. Put the mixer out of the way. Right. Brown sugar out of the way. No, not brown sugar out of the way because I need more of that for the sticky toffee part.
So Spaz Out says, W. Angus August with sweets and spices, blah, blah, blah.
All right, there we go. That, now we can live here. I need to remember this. This has to go in the sauce. I will.
You should put it on your scale.
Yes, I mean.
And annoy yourself.
I like to forget the damn vanilla essence. Ooh.
Yes.
Sustenance.
This is such a nice piece. It's this little slender offcut with a good hunk of fat. That is so good. Speaking of, So I don't know if you guys know, there's this company, BiltongUSA.com. They are our one and only sponsor. You should definitely check them out and get your biltong. Use code S.T.F. 10 for 10% off of those biltong purchases. Isn't there something else I can get from there? Did you use something in a recipe?
Red tea.
But isn't it a special brand?
It's a Carmine.
Carmine. So the one Anton used today is the Relax, the one here in the middle. He is secretly trying to give the kids a dose of chamomile.
Yes.
Is that correct?
I use the calm down one.
We'll see if it works.
Yes.
My personal favorite is the Menno. This is my lady's best friend. There's something special about ginseng, moringa, and raspberry leaf. So, ladies, any time of your life, I keep hearing the premenopause thing. Just take this and eat your meat. You'll be fine. Shut up. Energize is another good one. I think Energize is our most popular. Is that correct, Anton?
Yes.
Yeah, so Energize, if you are looking for that boost in the afternoon without the caffeine, check it out. The Hoodia. How you say the G word? Guarana. Okay. Very good. And then, of course, the Relax definitely gets you ready for that slow down in the evening.
Right. I am going to make half because we're not going to make a full. So I'll make half the juice.
Okay.
All right. So I've got 125 ml cream and 115 gram butter. So I just rounded the butter to 120. So it'll be 60 grams, 4 tablespoons, quarter cup.
Okay.
2 ounces and a bit. So that's what they asked for the butter. The cream is a half a cup. 125 grams, 4 and a smidgen of an ounce, I guess. And then we're going to do 80 grams of brown sugar, which is like a third of a cup. Pinch of salt. I'll pinch the salt. You know what? That's what they never asked for in that thing. There's no salt. Should have put some salt in there.
Yes.
All right, pinch of salt. Always put salt in, even if they don't ask for it. Pinch of salt. And then the vanilla when I'm done. So I'll do this towards the end. And put it here. We have time. So maybe I'll make some patties. I think I should make some patties.
I'm going to chat while you get it together. So Copium does say, with Rumble Rant, if you have sticky fingers too often, you'll go blind.
Well, it depends what they're from.
Touche. There we go.
You don't go blind if you stick them in stuff.
Fritzy says a power drill mixer. Anton is getting more American every day. Aw, man, he walked away. He didn't hear me say that. You'll laugh, Fritzy. We've actually had that power drill mixer since early on. Anton has a horrible knack of killing mixers or utensils that are not heavy duty. So he figured out that the little end piece to his mixing probes worked well in the drill. So why not? Let's go. That's not something he had seen elsewhere, but it has worked in our kitchen. Now I chuckle because it took me a little bit to get used to it, as I am not used to power drills. So that was kind of funny. And yes, all is well with us. Thank you, Spaz Out. We've been busy working on the property. I'm sure Anton will give you guys an update here in a little bit and talk about what's been going on. But that was why we were not on stream on Friday. It's been an ever roller coaster, to say the least. With everything going on, we are getting more stock in the shop here and just pushing through, making biltong and all of the above. Anton was grinding meat this morning, so he will be in sausage mode tomorrow. So still doing all of our production work, as always, between everything else. I care. Yes, me too. Ex-healthcare employee.
Let me show you guys. So this is the meat we ground ourselves this morning. Very, very nice. Man, this stuff makes such good hamburger patties.
Yeah.
And I got to give the kids something else, but you know what I didn't get is the braai spice. I'll be back.
Okay, Arnold, you're missing your sunglasses.
Yes.
You guys are going to laugh at me. So we actually don't wear sunglasses. I don't know if either of you guys do. I have gone down so many rabbit holes with the eyes and the skin, and we are some of those that now do not get sunburned. So I love it. By the way, getting rid of seed oils helps with that a lot too, just FYI. Andy, we have heard Mulk. Don't worry about it. He has been working on his mulking all day.
So, what we do, we take the ground beef, we add 5% of the weight in braai spice. All right. And then what I do is I add 1 egg per like half kilogram. So yeah, 1 egg per half kilogram. And then we're good.
iCare says they would love to see the meat grinder that you own.
Oh, it's not. I mean, I can go get it, but it's not a fancy one. It's a Lem 32 number 32. So it's got a pretty big hole. But it's not a very expensive. I want to get one of those really expensive nice Hobart things. Those things look like it can really do the work. But they $10,000. So
in commercial world, we've learned if you're small, the pricing is okay-ish, and if you're big, it's very expensive. There's nothing in between.
Yes.
Zero.
Exactly.
You're either small and it's okay-ish, or you're big.
Can you get me a wax sheet,
Yeah.
please? Should be some right over here.
Yes.
There should be some right over here.
And if you go on X, iCare, you will see a video of him grinding today. We did a little snippet. Actually, I think we did put it on. I did put it on Instagram, but I didn't share it, so it's not on the business pages, unfortunately.
So just to give you an idea, so I mean, you watch me. I just put the ground beef. I showed you that. I put the spice. I put the egg. I mean, that's a spicy meatball.
That's one. That's a big pile of meat, you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very
much.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
All right, so here we go.
So I've got Arnold and the King. Huh.
All right, so and I've got some Wagyu that I also want to try. So this is like 150 grams of patty, so it's like 5 ounces.
Where's Finboy to yell at us for not having buns and the right ratio of buns? And
yeah, I know. Sometimes I feel like people just yell at us because they're
jealous of the food.
Jealous.
Yes. Speaking of, can I say what happened yesterday?
Sure.
So I realized something yesterday. We are watched very closely in everything that we do, so it is a little eerie, and sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I forget about it because life goes on and you don't think about yourself that often, or at least I don't. I don't know if you do, Anton.
No.
So
Not really.
I had a group in which we were both part of, and then I went on there to go look at something, and I was like, huh, it's gone. It's magically gone. So I told Anton I was kicked out of a group from one of the socialites, sorry, who are professional marketers. I'm sorry. That profession right there is red flag number 1. When you professionally market something, that tells me you lie as your profession.
For a living, yes.
Sorry?
You lie for a living, yes.
Yes, you lie for a living. I've met a lot of people who do that. Every single one tends to not like me. I don't know why. I guess I don't respond well to lies.
We don't comply.
No. No, it's kind of like the ABC alphabet.
Whoever was watching Sarge yesterday, Larry explained it very well.
Okay.
He said, when you get forced to do stuff, like in healthcare, in corporate, and, you know, they made a lot of people do a lot of things that people regret now. When you decide not to go down that rabbit hole, you pay quite a hefty price, and most of the time a financial one too. Now, if you think about us, like really not complying with anything, it was more than financial. It's an ongoing punishment.
We can talk about what happened this week.
Yeah, sure.
Because we actually haven't mentioned that. I mentioned that we've been busy on the property, but that kind of goes hand in hand with it. And to answer your question, Copium, yes, it was a Facebook style group. Yeah.
Hey, we're on stream. What do you want?
Okay, you guys be nice to each other, please.
Tell Michael he's not going to get dessert.
And this is a good dessert.
Man, I would definitely behave if I were them.
You know? So
Right,
no, we had a
butter.
couple interesting experiences. What day was that? Tuesday morning?
Tuesday morning, yeah, no breaks.
Tuesday morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning, as we went from one highway to another highway.
Yeah, it was just before 5. I pressed the brakes and, yeah, not so much. So we found, whew,
Are you losing your bowls?
I'm losing my balls, man. It's because it stuck to the paper. I stuck the spatula in too deep.
That's a first.
Yeah, I know. So there were no brakes on our car. So that was an interesting experience. So I got to the shop and found that someone been fiddling on our brake caliper. So yeah, that shit happened. There we go. I don't have one of those fancy smash burger tools, so I just use my spatula. And I just spatula it down.
Yes.
So yeah, so we started putting a few math. You know, you do the like math and like divide by and, you know, square root of, and like, you know, you're like, huh, do you remember all the things that's been happening lately? And it's a little fucking eerie because, let me just turn this thing down a little. Because you realize how much shit's been happening in your life that you thought was just coincidence, but you know, eventually, too much of coincidence. And you got to start thinking that someone might be messing with you, you know?
That's the inkling that I got.
Yeah, me too. Like,
and that was Tuesday morning.
Yes.
So, granted, Anton did get us here safely. I don't know if I would have said the same if I were the one driving, but thankfully he was and knew exactly what to do. And I would say there were 0 breaks by the time we got here, right?
Yes. We pretty much coasted in. I couldn't even take the right entrance. I had to kind of go a little wide because, and then the road's pretty flat, so I could just on the gearbox of the car kind of slow it to a stop. And I think the last little bit of brake fluid left in the system kind of helped us stop in the parking lot. So yeah, and then the mechanic was busy, so I stripped the car. And good thing I did, because then I realized that, hold on, there's a little more
he wouldn't have seen that, I don't think.
I don't think he would have put it together, but
No.
I was like, that's weird. That should not be a thing.
And our awesome mechanic had changed our brakes, checked everything when we first got the vehicle.
Yes,
So,
about a year ago.
Yeah, it has been serviced and checked prior.
Yep. So, interesting times. Now I wonder, you want to get, I think I must make 2 of the Wagyu.
Yeah.
So let me go get some more meat, because we have more time. And I can't just stand still.
You don't know how to stand still.
What am I going to do if I just stand still?
I don't know.
I get real bored, and I'm going to start making trouble like
And
the sun.
he wonders where the boys get it from. I did tell him earlier that not just one of them is like that. Both of them are like that. Because he mentioned our young one, he just wants to play. Well, yeah, of course he does. Have you seen his dad? He just wants to play. Salty, that is good to know. You know, a good mechanic. Not going to lie, our guy is awesome. Trust him 100%. Used to work with us. So it's been a few years. We've had a good relationship with him. So I'm very happy to the to have some good support when we need. But Anton's handy. He used to do all of the work on our vehicles before we opened this place. And even after, we didn't use our current mechanic until he opened his own business because we knew him. That instance with the car, though, with the brakes, that led us to think of other situations we've had. There was a sidewall damage to a tire back in November, which is very weird because both of us are rather skilled drivers. We tend not to have any issues. And then to have a gash in the sidewall was suspicious, to say the least. But you don't think of that. You just think, okay, whatever. You know, you take care of it. You do what you do. Move on. Life goes on. So we had sidewall damage. We had a wreck back in March with that vehicle that had the sidewall damage on the tire. And it was an instance of what felt like no brakes, but it was ABS related. The ABS was not functioning at all, which was very odd. So that situation itself, once again, we thought it was a crappy vehicle. We thought maybe the make really just didn't do well, you know, that kind of thing. But I'm not sure anymore. And how many punctures would you say we've had?
Like 2 a month, man.
Yes, which is not normal. We know that's not normal, but we
look at that.
We think of there's construction around, you know, there's all kinds of stuff going on. So,
yep.
Once again, not putting any malice, just life happens.
You're gonna have to bring a bigger fucking spanner if you want to kill me, dude. Anyway, so Wagyu grind. So you can see much less fatty. So it's about an 80-20 Wagyu. So we'll pull guard duty. Yeah, man, I tell you something. If I find those fuckers, it's not gonna be a pretty day for them. But anyway, let's not go down that rabbit hole.
No. We've been down the rabbit hole a few times, and all it does is solidify the importance to move on.
Yeah.
So what's happening, Anson? What are we doing?
So we have, if you go look at our X and our Facebook, I guess, you'll see our buildings are standing. So I got to go get my button gear. I got to go up there. I got to go strip out a bunch of stuff and clear them out and clean them out so I can put a new floor, put a new paint, and what I'm doing. And now this is probably going to cause a debate. So I'm pulling out the false ceilings like these. I don't know if you guys can see the ceiling.
Nope.
But it's just like a, so this is a kitchen, so it's got smooth ceilings. But
the ones that always have the little holes in them.
Yeah, they're like
they're
drop ceiling.
And
you know, yeah, the drop ceiling. So I'm pulling that out. All right. And I am going to take a insulation and stick it to the roof after I seal all and any holes, and I'm going to cover that with a special kind of paint so we can lift the ceilings higher. Now a lot of people say don't stick it to the ceiling, don't stick it to the metal, it's not going to work. So I did a bit of research, and you lose 0.0 or 0.5 to 0.9 R by sticking it, not giving it a gap. The difference is if you give it an air gap, you have to make sure it can breathe. No, get me
another paper?
Yes. I will stick the probe in there in a minute. Just so you got to give it ventilation to breathe, otherwise it will rust, which is not the case if you stick it down and you can seal it properly. If you stick it down properly and there's no air gap, no breathing required. These look nice.
Yes.
I think they might be superior. We will have one of each, and we shall see. But how easy is that for patties, man? You don't have to buy that shit in the shops.
No.
A little bit of spices, some egg, good meat.
And you can always dress them up. You can add onions.
Yeah.
You can add all kinds of stuff.
No, but just your secret. So the ground beef, what I found is the ground beef in the shops is shit. All right, so you don't want to use the ground beef in the shops. If you can, buy a nice piece of like top round or eye of round roast or whatever, and then grind your own grind, and you can add some fat to it if you want, if you need some extra fat. Those look great. See,
just so you guys know, he's sticking a probe in it.
So that one's just about done. That one's just about done. That one's just about done. So we want to give that one a little bit more heat. It was on the cold side.
Ah.
It is the one that didn't get enough attention. It's the fourth wheel.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Apparently.
Okay.
All right. I got these guys.
Sensei is in.
Hey, Sensei.
But he is listening in the background.
That's all good.
It says, all hail the king of Biltong.
See, 3 minutes. Let me check this thing out quick. Yeah, it looks good. It's proofing up nicely.
Okay.
Not brown yet, but good.
That's okay.
So you get these 4x8 panels, and I don't want to name the name because I want to advertise, but it's a foam sheet with like a foil and a flat, so you can just stick them to the roof. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to stick it to the roof, and I've got a paint that I'll paint over that and seal them off, and that should do it. Now the big thing is getting all the time to do all of those things, but we will make time and we will make it happen. So the big thing is we've got to strip down the ceilings, we've got to strip everything against the walls, we've got to strip whatever's on the floor. Already got a guy that's coming to put in the floor, so that's sorted out.
Can you say strip one more time?
Strip.
Okay. Not streak. Strip.
Yes,
okay.
Strip.
Just checking.
And then just clear off the walls, everything against the walls got to go. There we go. 135, 135, 143. That one has to come out.
What would you like? A plate?
Yes, where did I put my spatula? Did I put it in? Did I really put it in the basin?
What?
I did. Would you bring me a spatula, please? And you know what? Just bring me a foil.
Foil?
Yeah. Or a plate. Doesn't matter. You can bring me a plate. Yeah, bring me a plate. Because
I'm bringing you everything.
Yes, everything you can get your hands on.
It's right there.
Oh, there we go. And I'm sure the guys on stream's like, it's on the other side of the pan.
By the way, Copium is eating ribeyes today. That sounds awesome.
Yes.
The more fat, the merrier.
Yep. Let me flip that guy over. Look at that's a nice patty, man. I don't care who says what. That is a nice looking patty.
Yes.
As a patty should. That one needs some brown. It's a good temp, but it needs some brown.
So he says that is the only kind of steak. He doesn't season it much either. He uses salt and pepper only.
Yeah, that's perfect. So do I.
And no sauces.
You know what, man? I have this thing. If you, and I tell my kids, because they always like, Dad, can I put some? No. If you put sauce on your steak, you insult the chef. Okay, because what you're telling him is your steak's so bad, that's fucking nice.
I know. I know.
Your steak's so bad, I gotta put seasoning on it. Or I gotta put fucking sauce on it to eat it. If you put barbecue sauce on anything, it's bad food. That's why the barbecue shop, and then they give you this fucking sauce. Does your food suck that bad that people gotta put shit on it to eat it? Man, even my patties, I don't even put put sauce.
We don't use anything on it. We enjoy the meat for what it is. It's salty goodness.
Exactly.
By the way, Fritzy was yelling at you about the spatula, so
yeah, I know.
Very glad you heard him.
It's on the other side of your pan. And that doesn't even leave that much juice. Making a huge mess, yeah?
All right, Copium, I got to give him credit for this one, Anton. It's not a patty if there's egg in it. It's meatloaf.
Okay. Bun-sized meatloaves.
They're perfectly bite-sized.
All that matters is that they taste good.
Now, question for you, Copium. Do you eat any patties with eggs on top of it? I mean, what's the difference? Can I hit the ding-dong so it stops?
Yes, you can. Sorry. I am focusing on this thing. All right, there we go. So I got no tomato or anything in these things. I've just literally spices, eggs, and I'm going to give you a little tip. Something that I accidentally discovered because I made a mistake, and it's even better than the braai spice. So I have this, and I'm going to try and get this on the shelves. It's a korma spice blend that I make, my mix. That in the patty at 5%. Fucking hell.
That was really good.
That was better than the braai spice.
What kind of patty did you put it in?
I put it in an Angus.
Was it an Angus?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to turn this around.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is not far off, huh?
It's pretty.
Yeah.
So much for not being brown at all.
Oh, it's supposed to be dark brown.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. They didn't give me a temperature to bake it at, so I'm assuming it might be a little cool. But that was 25, so let's give it another 10 while we cook these guys. All right.
All right. So Copium says, wrong. I will put A1 on any steak while eating it. Ribeyes are the only steak I will only eat salt and pepper on. But when eating it, I will still use A1. A1 is delicious and designed for steak.
If you put sauce on your steak, it's not a steak. It is cooking meat. For stews that you cook like a steak, there's a difference. So what's the?
But he's having ribeye, which is good meat.
Yes, ribeye is good meat, but like the flat iron steaks and all these other weird, like we looked them up. Yeah, we use those to make in stews in South Africa. We don't eat them as steaks. Like we have a skirt steak. It's like what the fuck is a skirt steak? No, it's some fucking very chewy shit.
When Anton first saw it in one of the local grocery stores, it was quite a thing. He was trying to figure out what it was and why this was being sold as steak. It's kind of like the ground beef. Now, I can't remember when it was that you were like, this is horrible.
Yes.
But it was early on he figured out that's not what he wanted to do. So Jody says that's why our meat comes at you naked. Sauce it if you want. There you go, Jody.
Yes.
Now, we will argue sausage. I mean,
sausage you want to put maybe a little bit. I'll have a bit of chutney with some sausage. You know what? When I make a sausage, or when I make the next chutney, I'm going to send Jody some.
Yes, we can do that. Jody, I need to make sure I have your address. I have a P.O. box. I need a physical. And then I can definitely get you a chutney when we make it.
And we can also send Copium some chutney.
I think Copium definitely
Actually,
needs
yeah,
chutney.
when we send your shipment, I'll pop a chutney in there.
Yeah, it's coming up. We're going to make it very soon. That's right. Copium also says, I have had a burger at a bar once where they put a fried egg on.
Yeah.
It was all right, but mixing egg into beef makes it meatloaf, not burger. Now, the one thing that makes me laugh, what is normally mixed in burger? It's
breadcrumbs.
Yes, wheat. Why do you put wheat in it? Do you put wheat in yours?
I mean, you can. So if your fat content is right, and you let them rest, so you can do just that without the egg, but you've got to let it rest.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
egg binds.
Yes, the egg's just for binding. And normally they say a yolk, but I'm not gonna like fucking break it just to get the yolk. Even Ramsey puts an egg, man.
He's also not an American.
Us foreigners, yeah, I know, terrible.
That's okay. He can put all the eggs in it. I'll eat it.
We don't eat meatloaf.
Yes, they don't. I've asked Anton to make meatloaf, and he looks at me like I'm crazy.
What the fuck is meatloaf? We don't eat meatloaf.
He doesn't understand the meatloaf concept at all. Cam says, love A1 on a mushroom and Swiss burger.
Ah, you should have made mushroom sauce. You forgot.
I've already told you, so you're going to have to be busy after stream. Okay. I want some mushroom sauce.
Yeah, I must look up that recipe that I made. That mushroom sauce was good.
And Ubik is in.
Okay, yeah.
We got a big Fritzy says, I only put A1 on roadkill. Hey, I've been seeing a lot of roadkill lately. Driving in from out yonder, accidents happen and yummy foods arrive.
Yeah, what's your special of the day? Whatever we hit on our way to work today.
Yes. Copium says, I won't cook a steak in sauce, but I will use it as a condiment. Also, when barbecuing, I will put a thin layer of barbecue on each side when the steak is almost done. Copium asks, what is chutney? Is that the stuff with sheep stomach? No.
No, that's haggis, man. I'm not fucking Scottish.
Jam. It is incredible. You like sauces. If you want something awesome to dip things in.
If you eat pork, you take some chutney and put it on the pork, exactly like you described your what you do with the barbecue sauce on the steak. You do that on a pork chop just before it's done. It's very good.
Loyu says we need a roadkill cafe. Hey, you be careful. We're about to be on the highway in the boonies.
Yeah.
We were listening to Peaches the other day. How does it go, Anton? Moving to the country? Gonna eat a lot of peaches?
Gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Let me see. I got 2 probes.
So Ubik says he likes a bone-in sirloin as well as ribeye. What was it we saw yesterday? Was that a shank?
Yes.
We were
Yeah, this
watching.
guy's done.
Okay, we were watching someone making a. It looked like a shank, beef shank. It would have been.
Yes.
That thing looked phenomenal at the end.
Yeah, we use beef shank as like a dessert. As like what do you call it? For like stew meat, and we use it with a
marrow,
with a marrow bone in it, and then we normally let the marrow cook out, which is very nice. All right, there we go. Okay, now I've got to make the sauce for that guy.
So we've got nope, no username. Do I need to come to the shop and debate Anton on how important meatloaf is? Don't worry. I guess I'm eating my meatloaf in
yes.
flat patty form.
Yes, there we go.
It identifies.
Yes, my meatloaf identifies hamburger patties.
There we go. And mine's better than yours because it's fried in a pan.
Yes.
How is yours made? Don't tell me about your meatloaves, please. Copium says, also, Chef Ramsay sucks.
Well, you know what? I actually think the guy's got some skills.
He's good at what he does. We'll put it that way.
I like, are you an idiot sandwich?
Don't worry, Copium. We are well aware what the song's about.
Oh. Yes, dude, but I've got 4 kids in the car. I cannot be saying that. You know, you gotta like give us a bit of grace there, man.
Copium's gonna send you his meatloaf recipe. It's
right.
really good. A lot of people are not or suck at making meatloaf, so I think he takes pride in his meatloaf.
All right, well, there we go.
And Fritzy, thank you for the correction. Proper roadkill is called automotively processed. Did you know?
Well, it's better than highly processed.
Touche.
And also, you know what? Once it ran over whatever the carcass is a few times, then them bones don't matter that much anymore. They're just
Isn't that, what do you call that?
Yeah.
When it's,
yeah, tenderized.
Tenderized. It's tenderized, that's all. And the bones at that point are just like sprinkles.
Correct. All right, so, and then I've got to put the sugar in here. That's 8 grams.
So A is called Gaming. I haven't seen you in a bit. Hope you are well. Says, my granddaughter is back for the next 3 months.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, you can make her this dessert. She will be very happy with that. All right, so now I'm going to make the sauce.
Don't forget your vanilla.
No, I'll do that at the end.
Okay.
This looks nice, though. I thought it would be more brown, but...
That's brown. That is definitely brown.
Yes, but I was thinking more like a deep dark brown. But it did tempt,
With
so...
what deep dark brown stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Okay.
the picture is lies. Lies.
It was light brown sugar, not
Lies.
deep dark brown sugar. Let me...
All right. Why don't you get us a tray there?
I'm not hearing any ding-dongs. Are you hearing any
No, I'm
ding-dongs?
not hearing ding-dongs either.
What tray? Sorry.
Just a tray. I want to try.
Okay. You need to show that off. I just want to make sure the door is on because I have a feeling it is on.
Yes. Possible. Dates. Well. There we go. That looks good. Well, this is the Wagyu one. So, I think that looks good. That's a juicy patty.
Nope, no username says meatloaf is good when it's not a soggy mess.
Nice.
Soggy meatloaf is not good, okay? Oh, that's not soggy. It's crispy. It's like crispy outside. It's a little toasty, too. It's a little toasty.
That's nice. Wow.
Yes, most people do make it dry. That is correct, Copium. The lack of fat use is not a good thing. Loyu says, too silent, check the kids. No, I just knew. I wasn't hearing the ding-dong. I was right. It wasn't on. It is on now. So I'm going to have to check again. Because it is just us, believe it or not. All right, A is Cult Gaming. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. We need to listen to the music again. I think maybe that's what we have on our ride home tonight.
Yes, yeah, we can do a raid to him.
He's going to work.
Oh, is there nobody to raid
He
today?
works on Sunday nights.
Oh, that's right. Isn't what's the name? That's good, huh?
That's very good.
Yeah, that's the way.
I'm supposed to go check the front, remember? I'm forgetting. I'm eating your meat instead. I mean, meatloaf.
It's that good, man. Let's try this.
It's not a soggy goodness either. Can I show this off?
Yeah, show that off.
This is pretty. Look at this guy. So I see that as browned. You guys tell me what you think.
Right, this is the Angus patty.
That's
and
nice.
I'll show you this so you can see. Look at the juice coming out of that guy. That's good. I'm going to try that. That's good.
Is that mine too?
No, this is yours. The bigger piece.
We don't share well. We have to share whole halves.
Just as a matter of interest, the Wagyu almost tastes like liver was added to it a little bit.
It does. I like that.
Yes.
It's probably a higher iron.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's got to be. I may have sliced some bison today, and I may have accidentally tried a piece or two. That's also high iron. That's very nice. It's been a minute since I've had that, so I was enjoying that one.
Yeah, so I just want to reiterate. I mean, you explain the taste difference, Nicole, between the Angus and the Wagyu. On that. I mean, okay, the Wagyu does have a little bit less fat because we use the leaner piece for that and less fat added.
Honestly, the biggest thing I'm noticing is exactly what you mentioned with the, it tastes like there's some kind of organ meat in it.
Yeah, on the Wagyu. It's
And
definitely
color-wise, totally different.
Total different colors.
Total different. And what makes me laugh is the Angus is still very good quality meat. Completely different taste. I can't say if it's, the Wagyu is just more game-like. It's very much game-like.
You know, for the spies out there that argued with me about Angus being, or Wagyu being a gimmick, there's a marked difference in taste, like a marked difference.
The Angus is good. It is almost bland in comparison.
Yes.
Is that a way to put it? I mean, and it is good. There's nothing wrong with it.
Ooh.
Is that vanilla in there?
I put the vanilla.
I thought so. I mean, it smells like it.
All right, let me grab a bowl. Grab another spatula because apparently I'm washing a bunch of spatulas for dishes today.
There's one right there.
Let me do...
Right in front of the pan.
Oh, I didn't see that one, man.
Again. Don't worry, they can't see it to make fun of you this time. Loyu says lamb is gamey tasting to me. Can't eat it. It is, unless it's cooked correctly.
No, but you got to cook it right, man.
That's the problem. You have to cook the game out.
Yeah, you got to cook the game out of it. You got to use the right spices on lambs. You got to do some. You can do mixed herbs, salt, pepper, but you got to do some lemon juice. You got to let it lay. If you know, rosemary specifically on lamb, stuff like that. No, you got to know what you're doing with lamb. Lamb's good if you know what you're doing. All right. Take a middle piece here so it looks pretty.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the kids are going to like that. So that, all right.
The amount of steam coming off of there.
Yes.
That is gorgeous.
Yes. That
Look at the moisture inside with the crust. I like it.
You know what?
By the way, Cam, I'm not so sure about the Golden Retriever Roadkill. I would pass on that one. Just gonna.
We are not Chinese.
No. No.
We're not Asian.
And I wanted to tell you, AS Cult Gaming did specify it works Sunday through Wednesday or Thursday, and now it's on second shift, so totally changed. Oh, his show's now Fridays at 2 p.m. It used to be Friday later.
Okay.
So it's earlier now.
Yes.
That's okay.
Because I think we've been raided by Colt.
Now I know why.
Yes.
No, we've been turning on music in the car. Normally it's silent. The radio does not work out there. But we've been turning on some 70s and 80s metal. If we only knew this guy that had a channel that had that kind of music and doesn't have all of the horrible ads that are out there in the ether at the moment. So we will be hitting you up on our rides home.
So there we go. Got a nice little bit of juice at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see all of that. So I got to cheat a little. I don't know how long this is going to last. Where did it go? There it goes. All right, so we have this pork custard. So what we would typically do as South Africans, let me see if this thing will tear. Yep. So what we do is we have this pork custard that comes in a tin, in a like a milk carton thing. So we'll add a dollop of that. Very nice.
That's beautiful. Cult Gaming asked, is there specific bands we want him to cover that you can think of?
A little bit more Uriah Heep would be nice.
Uriah Heep. There we go. Uriah Heep. How do we say it?
Hi, Condit.
I'm probably saying it incorrectly. He's been teaching me all of these bands, so it's been fun. And Copium, I'm sorry, I'm a little behind on reading your chats. I was hoping to read this when Anton's in, but I think there may be a customer. So as to your question with the new location, will we be opening a restaurant? We're torn on that. I think hot pies are going to come back for sure, and I think those are going to come back with a very high need. That is something in the area. Yes, there are food options. I would not suggest eating any of them on the go. It's your typical fast food style places, so something like that, a hot pie, will probably be much appreciated. We are also going to offer some coffee because that's another thing we are seeing is lacking. No, we're not the frou-frou coffee people, as a lack of better terms. I don't drink Starbucks or any of the main brands, Dunkin', none of them. But I do drink Tribal coffee. So Tribal coffee, that is available on Biltong USA. That is real coffee. It's smooth, not bitter, but strong. So I like it. It's the Arabica beans from the highlands in Papua New Guinea. Our customer is actually a third-generation farmer. And whatever they do with those beans, they are magical. It has kind of a cocoa undertone, but it is so smooth. And it's got a rich flavor to it. We use 50 grams per 12-cup pot. So it's nice and dark for us, even though it's Arabica. I really like that. And then I don't know about the Chinese Elmo on Twitter. That I'm not familiar with. And Lo, you were spot on. If lamb is not cooked correctly, it is not nice. We chuckle. All of the lamb we have in store is from New Zealand. We do not have any local lamb. And that's just for inability to procure. It's the same thing with the bison. All of our bison that we get is from the Dakotas. I can't get any local. So it's very interesting what's available, what's not available. And it's just based upon, who has the correct clearances and able to have the meats themselves. So that's all it's related to. Just Gina, thank you. Glad you're liking the food as well. Copium, I had to laugh at you for saying Copium Poppies. He does the 70s to 80s music. Little different genre from you, but yours is very good, not gonna lie. Mom's Mysteries and Mayhem. Yes, Gina, thank you. Moves going well. We've got the buildings dropped. I caught them the other day on the highway. That was a lot of fun. Yes.
I have to kill it when you're done. Sorry, I don't even have my mic on. So I'll speak in your mic. I got a customer and she's buying a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to have to run. I'm going to switch this guy off. Otherwise,
it is hot. I feel it.
I will see you guys next week. Maybe Friday, definitely Sunday.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
have a great day.
Yeah.
BiltonUSA.com.
With code STF10, hello. Come on, get your Biltong at a cheaper price. All right, I'll wrap up with you guys. To answer your question, Gina, we did talk about some of what we've got going on. The buildings are dropped. They are movable buildings, and we caught one on the highway, which was really cool. These guys are beyond experts. They did a phenomenal job moving the buildings in, and I'm so grateful that I am not in that position. We have a camera out there and we're watching them. That's pretty intense, the way they move the building. So that was really cool to have dropped. So we've got to do a lot of work, though. These are a little bit older buildings. They're sturdy as all get out, but they need some cleaning. These are old classrooms, so we've got some emptying out to do. Now, what I'm super excited for is I found an atlas in one of them and a projection screen in another one. So I may be keeping those for me. That just made my heart happy. We homeschool, so why not? You know, those things are pretty cool things to have around. Not to mention chalkboards and very large dry erase boards. That's also a very good thing. So Copium says instant coffee is the best. I beg to differ. I beg to differ, sir. You've got to try the Tribal. It is phenomenal. Cam, I'm not sure about the magical beans, but we sing that song regularly with my children. They eat a lot of Heinz beans. What can I say? Polish Dog, glad to have you in. Sorry, we are running here momentarily. Thank you, Cult Gaming 90s as well. I did not realize the 90s part. Obviously, I was cutting it a tad short. You know, Loyu, you're not wrong. The Dakota meats really are good. So the Angus that we have is specifically a farm co-op, I guess is the term that you would use for them, and it's meats from South Dakota and North Dakota, so it is both, and they're all family farms that work together as a co-op. They are phenomenal. Now, the feedback we've gotten from our different customers is that it may have a little bit different taste on the varying batches, but that could be from whom we got it from. You know, depending on what they're feeding on, it's going to vary a little bit. The Wagyu, though, that is here in Texas, it is an all-natural, no antibiotic, no growth hormone. Absolutely phenomenal meat. I did see your comment, Copium, about the Wagyu, and I must have missed it. Yes, you mentioned that the Wagyu is different from Japanese Wagyu. That's correct. This is a U.S. Wagyu. So it's a crossbreed. Black Angus meats Japanese Wagyu. It's still classified as a Wagyu because it is very different from the Angus as far as the fat and marbling inside of the meat itself. Size-wise, they are completely different looking cattle too. So, and when they are processed, the shape, color, texture, everything is different. Everything is different. That's why we've shown bits and pieces of the meats themselves so you guys can get an idea of what to expect. You know, Copium, I'm not going to argue that on the laptop and projector being superior to TV. I am a big fan of some of the old school things. I like the kids to have tangible items. I don't want everything to be something that you watch, because I've found most people do not learn as well if they are not touching, especially boys. My boy gets bored and he's standing right here watching me because he's very hungry. And I think he wants to eat the dessert that I'm holding here, and he's smiling. Oh, no, he's pointing at the meat. He wants the meat. So I better go feed these kids the meat. So I'm going to have to cut it here in a minute. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. As Anton said, maybe Friday, definitely Sunday. We will be back again. This week is going to be hot and heavy on starting with the building. So I don't know if Anton's going to be able to record or do anything with that. We do not have electricity yet, so it's not something he can do any time of the day. But we're in summer. We've got long days, so no issue at all. Have an awesome Sunday. Check out biltongusa.com. We've got all of the goodness, the teas that we mentioned, the pork custard, biltong, not the ground beef. I do apologize. Maybe one day we will add that in. If you guys know of anyone who needs a raid, please give me a shout. I can set it up, and if not, that's okay. I'll see what I can do, though. Ah, yes, I know. I figured you meant the new ones, Copium. That's out of my budget, okay? I'll use the old projector for now. But you guys have a good rest of your day, and you'll get your biltong soon, sir. I'll make sure it delivers next week. So I'm thinking Wednesday ship out for you. But all right. Thank you.